It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal.
On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics. At the other forward position, Jared Sullinger. Starting at point, at 6'3", number 19, Beno Udrih. At small forward, at 6'9", number 9, Luol Deng. In the middle, at 7'0", number 21, Hassan Whiteside. Number 1, Chris Bosh. And number 3, Dwayne Wade.
It's the Eastern Conference on display, featuring the Boston Celtics. They're just off a road trip in the Heat, are looking to settle back in here at home. And of course, Amir Johnson. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than the short term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial consideration. So this is more than just about the player.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals. They look to be out of it, but credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with...
and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
Celtics foul.
And for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20-21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans loved them all the same.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points his last outing. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Down low, and stolen by Whiteside. Thomas against Deng. Pass to Udrih. Whiteside with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Now here's Thomas. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the wing on the left. Here's Crowder. And the 3 off target.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Thomas after Dwayne Wade's miss. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Sullinger. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Wade. He's coming off a 22. Bosch goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bosch has got his first bucket in this one.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Tipped away. Stolen by Bosch. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Wade. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Bosch, that's the pick for Wade. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Heat leading by 4. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, dishes it to Dang. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Dang. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Magic.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. On the wing, Dang. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The baseline J. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
And the Heat making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Celtics trail by 10. Outside Thomas. Now the dish to Miles. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes both free throws.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the Big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
The clear look at the hoop, he doesn't miss many of those.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. To the inside, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Boston.
Racking up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. The fourth spot held by Chris Bosh.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Udrih. He's guarded by Thomas. That drops.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Celtics trail by 6. He kicks it to Miles. At the elbow, Sullinger. To the inside. And it's blocked by Dang. And here is Stoudemire. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Stoudemire setting the pick for Wade. High post, Stoudemire. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now here's Thomas. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Sullinger the screen. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And a moment here to check out the stats for DeAndre Jordan. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Averaging about 11 points, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
Yes, he's a Brahma bull inside, let me tell you that. I mean, when he starts bucking, just get out of the way.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Winslow's checked in for Bosh. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Udrih.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Celtics trail by 8. Now Thomas. Outside Turner. The pass to Zeller. The shot will not go. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. The Heat leading by 8. Outside Green. Misses the 3.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Now here's Johnson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dang.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Hunter's checked in for the Celtics.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that. That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show handles like that.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Green. Here's Dang. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Now here's Turner. He's guarded closely. Jerebko can't get it to go. And part of the reason why the Celtics are ahead of schedule in their rebuild is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around the league about Coach Stevens, and other coaches are just astounded by his work ethic. People around the league think he's already done if he stays at the professional level.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. He's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here. Assists.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Johnson, wide open. He fired. Knocks down the three ball. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Turner against Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
And Evan Turner is one of those guys. He just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, he can play multiple positions, handles the ball, he can pass it, shoot it. Kind of a Swiss Army jackknife who uses multiple tools to his advantage.
Well, Greg, for Evan Turner, the one area where he can still develop in a big way is with the jump shot. Clark, 28% from three last season. Really is not going to make it.
Yeah, that's been the one stain on his game, the lack of that deep shooting ability, but everything else he can do. He can handle, he passes, he rebounds, but to be an elite player, he's got to be able to knock down that three ball there.
Here is Miles. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Puts up the baby hook. That one a little long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Green, out of hand on it.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Got that one up quick.
Assisted, Evan Turner.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Outside Dan. The drive by Green. Count the bucket. Green's got 6.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Turner passes to Hunter. Inside. Zeller. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Johnson with it. Outside, Green. Goes up to the stripe. And that does it for the first quarter. Heat lead by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be... And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong...
I was obsessed with the NBA.
I mean, what a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help break love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
DeAndre Jordan.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jonas Jerebko out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Crowder in at the 3. They set the screen. Here's Sullinger, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Kicks it to Winslow. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Heat lead by 7. Boston shooting around 41% on the night. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas. To the middle. Here's Sullinger. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Jared Sullinger.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The Heat making a switch here. Stoudemire's checked in.
Amare Stoudemire.
Here's Udrich. 9-point game his last outing. Jumper off the screen. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Udrich has got his second bucket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Outside Bradley. Jordan the screen. Shot by Crowder, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Celtics trail by 10. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Sullinger the screen. Outside Bradley. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Sullinger. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. Sullinger's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Udrich. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Udrich has got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
Great pass by Bosch there.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Outside Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Sullinger's got 11 points. To the paint. Here's Stoudemire. Makes it off the glass.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Thomas dishes to Jordan. And Thomas, here we go. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Thomas got his first points of the night. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you. You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this week.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Thomas kicks to Jordan. The shot is off. And it's Miami the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Sullinger against Bosch. Stoudemire kicks to Bosch. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, you know, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways. Puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Outside Bradley. Thomas against Wade. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 5 assists in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standing.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way. And you could say the same for tonight's game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Pass to Sullinger. Up top, Crowder. Second chance shot. That's good, and the Heat lead has got down to 8 on the bucket from Sullinger.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Down low. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Udrih. And it's 6 points for Wade.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Sullinger, the screen. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And that one's good. And it's a 12-point Heat lead.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Jordan, high post. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Sullinger has been great. 16 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Luol Deng is checked in for Bosch. Gerald Green comes in for Winslow. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Dwayne Wade. He used that pick just right. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
A nice shot by Zeller. Here's Udrih. He has 6. Green with a screen on Turner. Passes it to Green. 3-pointer. And Boston with the rebound. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Here's Udrih. Turner covering. Udrih, the pass to Green. Pulls from the top of the key. Green missing again.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Here's Turner. Sullinger the screen. Turner dishes to Miles. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Turner. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Jerebko's checked in for the Celtics.
It's a good job from the foul line here. They'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it.
Here's Hunter. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Miles.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Whiteside sets the pick for Green. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Whiteside. Green inside the 3-point line. Here's Deng. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Deng's got his second bucket of the night.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And here is Turner. He's got 7. The feed to Miles. Back to Turner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And yes, sir, that one drops. Hunter's got his second basket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
There's a screen. And Udrich kicks to Johnson. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Outside Turner. He dishes it to Miles. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right side a screen. The drive by Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Miami lead. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Left side, Turner. Shot, high post. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter. The Heat leading by 4. Now Udrich. He has 6. Feeds to Dang. On the wing, Green. Green's got 10 points.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And for Gerald Green, another productive year last season coming off the bench. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
Pick by Zeller. Pass to Jerebko. Here is Miles, guarded by Green. Fires, high post, and it's Miles missing.
For Gerald Green, it's hard to not think about the star that could have been. The 18th pick in the 2005 draft, right out of high school. It was basically athleticism and upside in his game then. He's finally made it in the NBA now, but has improved with skills and guile in place of explosiveness.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Turner passes to Jerebko. To the paint. Here's Hunter. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Hunter's got 6 points.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The clock runs out.
Well, I'm here with Coach Eric
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been a clinic out there by Jared Sullinger.
unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. D-Wade out there at the Udrich, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Bradley dishes to Sullinger. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there, and it's blocked by Dang. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas. From the arc.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Udrich. He's guarded by Thomas. And it's Wade in the corner. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes it to Bradley. Sullinger the screen. Bradley can't get it to go.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Wade up top, defended by Crowder. Bosch. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 6 assists here tonight.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Bradley gets Crowder. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Luol Deng. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Bosch, a screen on Thomas. Here's Udrich. He's guarded by Thomas. Now Udrich. He's got 6. Releases. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And now let's take a look at Dwayne Wade. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 2nd in steals, 9th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And, you know, back to your original point, I mean, he's just a tireless worker, plays that hard-nosed on-ball defense. Most guys just can't shake him.
Stoudemire's checked in for the Heat. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Sullinger the screen. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's 23 points for Jared Sullinger.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D-Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. The Heat in 5th.
Kevin, this is a phenomenal defensive team. Not just good, they are excellent. They've made an awful lot of outstanding defensive plays. They're on the same page, they're aggressive, they're focused, and they pay attention to detail. That's why they keep teams from getting good shots in the paint.
They grab their own miss. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston, 3rd best record here in the early going. And, of course, the Miami Heat 2 spots down.
And I think for Boston, they started the season with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They had a lot of people with doubt heading into the season. And I tell you what, they are out to prove those folks wrong.
And they're doing it, Greg. I know it's still early, but they've already shown they can compete with the best teams in the league.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Bradley against Wade. Whiteside kicks to Udrih. In the corner, Winslow with it. There's the triple. And it's Bosh. That time on the assist by Winslow. 17 points for Chris Bosh.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Thomas. Stolen by Bosh. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Udrih. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Wade. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Jordan the screen. Thomas dishes to Jordan. Bradley is screen on Wade. Celtics passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wade kicks to Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Celtics trail by 13. Now here's Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Double team on Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Chris Bosh. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off of teams, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Johnson the screen. In the corner, Winslow with it. The 3. Whiteside. And finally they hit one. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. Back to Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Wade passes to Bosh. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And that's now 20 points for Chris Bosh.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
The dish to Miles. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Miles has got 13.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Bosh, the screen. Johnson kicks to Wade. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Outside Thomas. Jordan the screen. Thomas dishes to Jordan. He kicks it to Miles. And again, it's Boston converting.
just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
They set the pick. Wade passes to Winslow. Bosch kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Whiteside. That's 12 points for Wade.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Back to Thomas. And the pass to Miles. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Miles has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
The Celtics really seem to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosch. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Johnson kicks to Bosch. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Celtics ball.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. Second in opponent points per game, third in blocks, and they're ranked third in field goal shooting. This team has a lot of weapons, and guys are not afraid to share the ball to get good shots.
And going back to their points allowed ranking, they slowed the game down, forcing opponents to score in the half court. I mean, if you can score at all, really suffocating you on defense. Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Kicks it to Stoudemire. Pass to Green. Stoudemire, the screen, off the screen. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 12.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Celtics trail by 12. Turner with it. 11 points in the game. And Jerebko has it in the corner. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Jerebko's got himself on the board with 3 there. Johnson against Turner. And it's Bosch at the elbow. Zeller grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Zeller, a screen on Johnson. Passes it to Zeller. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Good, just like the soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
Kicks it out to Johnson from past the arc, and that one's good. Johnson's got 10 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Turner, that's good.
Evan Turner.
55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Turner against Johnson. He feeds it to Green. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that's some hang time. levitation, elevation. What a pretty double clutch move there.
Well, you can afford to get fancy on your way up. You got to have that kind of space.
And space, Kevin, is what he had. The defense just a little bit Charmin tissue paper-like. I should say soft.
6 on the shot clock. Turner dishes to Zeller. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Here's Johnson. Outside Bosch. Shot off the pick. Here's Stoudemire. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
And Stoudemire drops them both. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 10. Back after this from... Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Heat leading by 10. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jordan is out there with Yaredko, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Outside Jordan. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jordan sets the pick for Thomas. 4 on the clock, and the dunk by Jordan.
Really nice dive dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Wade drives in, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Whiteside comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Winslow subbed in for Green. Boston also with the sub. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Yaredko. Whiteside against Jordan. Whiteside kicks to Udrih. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by Jordan. Celtics trail by 8. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Dang. Sullinger the screen. Bradley kicks to Jordan. Tries again. And Whiteside sends it back.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
That's tipped. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Bradley. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. There's the feed to Winslow. From deep three-point range. Rebound Boston. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 9 assists now tonight. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Udrih. He's guarded by Thomas. Udrih, the pass to Whiteside. They need this one, and it's good on the way. And the Heat lead by 8.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. The full throttle ahead.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins on the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff teams.
Right.
I mean, against the East top 8, they shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well. So you can see them stepping up their game against the competition.
Celtics trail by 7. Right side, Thomas. Outside, Brent. He dishes it to Sullinger. And a strong finish with two hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Wade dishes to Whiteside. Outside, Dang. Whiteside, the pass to Wade. Miami needs to get a shot off. And the shot is good. And it's 9 points for Luol Deng. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Feeds to Crowder. Pass to Sullinger. And he uses the glass on the lane. Sullinger's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Now Udrich fires the three. Deng can't get it to go. And it's Bradley off the drive. That one goes. Count it.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Winslow. To the paint. Here's Bosh. Here's Whiteside. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. And the Heat lead by 4. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Bradley kicks to Sullinger. Dishes to Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Out to the right wing. Here's Crowder. Nice D from Bosh.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
No one near him. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And here is Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Wide open look. Bullseye. Sullinger's got 9 points in the quarter.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Wade up top, guarded by Bradley. Wade kicks to Whiteside. Again, the Heat good for 2.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Celtics trail by 6. Sullinger the screen. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. Here's Sullinger. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Deng. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Outside Thomas. To the inside, Sullinger. No luck. And it's Miami the other way.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Out to Wade. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Thomas against Wade. Double team on Thomas. There's the dish to Sullinger. Bradley, no one around him. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
The Celtics making a switch here. Miles is checked in.
Yeah, they were getting winded. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
And the Heat all-time Heat.
I'll tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Sullinger the screen. Now, here's Thomas. It's Miles atop the key. Step back shot, but he gets it back. Here's Jordan, and he bangs it home with one hand. The Heat leading by 3. Wade dishes to Bosch. Deng passes to Bosch. Bosch, a screen on Bradley. Wade kicks to Whiteside. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy who can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Thomas with the ball. He kicks to Miles. 5 on the clock. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Now just a 1-point Miami lead.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Boston shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And stolen by Whiteside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
So far in the game for Deng, he's got 11 points, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
He hits the second from the line.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Thomas kicks to Bradley. The pass to Sullinger. Outside for Miles. And again, Boston with the triple.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Jordan the screen. Thomas passes to Jordan to the inside. It's stolen by Deng.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside.
And Udrich kicks to Wade. Stolen by Miles. Here's Bradley. There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Sullinger against Deng. Shot clock at 6. And Sullinger kicks to Miles. The three-pointer, no good. Miami trailing. Wade outside. Pass to Whiteside. Catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Crowder, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Outside Thomas. Sullinger, the screen. Here is Miles. He's guarded by Uja. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives them the lead.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a one-point lead.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by one. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Thomas. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Wade against Bradley. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
D-Wade playing well. He has 12 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and it's Miles with the jam.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by one. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wade. Shoots from 14.
Sinks it. It went in, but I still don't like that shot, Kevin. Right now, you need to massage the clock as well as the scoreboard.
Here is Miles. Wade is covering. Sullinger with a screen for Brent. Kicks to Jordan. Here's Sullinger. Bosch with some nice D. And here's Miami. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
No doubt about it. Wade has found the touch right now.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 3. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the three. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick two. I think they've got to look for a quality three to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark they continued.
Dwayne,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the... And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For